welcome to UDN'S Marketing Solutions. I'm Sarah Yusabo, and today I'm going to talk about podcast. So I had spoken about podcast, how to build an audience in this video. You should check it out. Before actually growing your listeners, you need to build an audience that actually is relevant to your niche, to your content, so that it's going to be kind of relevant to them. Now, there is another way to grow your podcast is through SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. First, you need to target relevant keywords that your audience is searching for. So, for example, there is keywords everywhere that is actually helping you say how much volume, how many people in a month are searching for that specific keyword. So if your podcast is about careers, so you want to search about career topics that is searchable, and you can talk about these topics. If your podcast is about business, so you want to be searching for business related keywords, so that way you are searchable when your potential audience is actually searching on Google specific keywords. You want those keywords to be on your title of the show, title of the episode. The next thing is you want to research your competition. Researching your competition helps you understand how they are succeeding and what they are doing. So if you have somebody who is competitive, who is kind of doing the same thing that you are doing. So let's say I'm doing marketing and I have other marketers out there who are doing kind of the same thing, a podcast. So I'm going to search and see what type of keywords they are using, what kind of shows, what kind of episodes they are having, what kind of guest speakers they're having, what topics, what products they're kind of like talking about. So that type of competition that I'm looking for, I'm going to actually do the same, kind of like maybe better than what they did, instead of just doing and copying what they are doing. Then you want to complete an answer. So let's say you have a question, for example, but let's stick with marketing. So let's say, for example, you have somebody is searching for on Google what is social media, for example. Then you want to answer that question and make an episode, a podcast about today's episode is gonna be about social media marketing strategies, and that way you kind of like answer that question that somebody who had searched for it. So you want to use accurate keywords that is searchable, and you want to make it a friendly episode title, so that way it is kind of like makes sense for them to click on it. Sometimes I go on Pinterest and I see a huge post about a title that is intriguing, but when I click on it, it goes straight to the podcast episode, and it's just an hour of show. So that makes me kind of like want to read it, but at the same time, I don't have time to listen to the podcast sometimes for an hour show. So what I do, I love to see the show notes. And this is important because when you do show notes, it increases the SEO. So the words are not actually only on the title, only on the episode title, but they are actually on the show notes. So the more words you have written, the more you are searchable and the more you have SEO.